Now, taking a look here, and this is, yeah, my kind of video regarding this entire Speedtail event, because I mentioned this in one of my other videos, that the Speedtail is not a car that I don't think is going to be like the gem in anyone's garage, definitely. It's a fairly mediocre S-Class car with very wonky physics, and that body shape of the car is going to mean that in multiplayer with other cars, it's going to get knocked around the place really badly. And yeah, when it does a 360, as you would have seen throughout like stage 15, well, 15 not so much actually, but the hunted stages of 11, 5 and 2 with this thing, this is another thing exactly the same as the Valhalla, a special event where the other support cars in it get to have stages where you get to race them, and they're really just you versus time, have a race. This special event car here gets the worst stages I think I've seen in any special event in the game. Stages 2 and 5, not so bad. Stage 11, that must have taken me nearly, I want to say about 30 runs to actually get the 8 knockdowns. Yeah, for my garage, which is fairly well kitted out, 99 cars, I still don't have enough to freely get this car, because, yep, I miss on the 6-star Lotus Evija, which means that I'm missing out here on the 6 blueprints from stage 13. And because I'm missing those, I still do have the blueprints to come in from stage 17, but this is 5 blueprints. So, yep, it'll leave me 6 off of being able to unlock it. So, I get some packs as well with this. But the worst thing through all of this is like stage 17 here. I think the only thing I've left to do is, yeah, perform the 360s one more time, and what is it, the 120.5. And now my Aston Martin Valhalla is 3 stars, but still, like, all of the stages which haven't been the ones specifically using the car itself have been absolutely simple. Like, zero challenge, I don't think, throughout any of them. If you have any issues with any of the stages, do leave a comment down below and I'll take a look at them. But generally, this entire special event has been absolutely like just a non-challenge. I think even the stage, say like with the Bentley that you get from the Legend Pass, I did that with the car effectively at stock and it was still absolutely simple. The same with the Apex Apo. That one was doable, while the Apex was starred up but without any tuning whatsoever in it. I'm just throwing off a 360 here just to get the 7, but that said, there's plenty of spaces on this track to get 7 360s. So that's 5 done, I think, already. I'll actually throw a 360 here even while going on this ramp, and that should be the last of them. Yeah, you can 360 off of those barrel roll ramps as well if needs be, but realistically, there's plenty of places throughout this stage to get the 7 done. It's just a case of wanting to save tickets, so throw the 360s in as well while you're doing the times, because like I said, the time requirement for these things, if you have the cars, it's pretty much just a non-issue. There really isn't a challenge. I think, was it the Senna day I was able to do it, and I actually wrecked on one of the runs in that, still able to get the time with absolutely like miles to spare. And yeah, it's bad because like here it makes the Aston Martin Valhalla look really good because of the fact that there's a time of 1:15, and I don't even recall what time was required for all the rewards. Yeah. So like first run actually gunning for the time and get a time nearly 5 seconds ahead of the time requirement for all of the rewards. And that's what I mean, like for most of the stages that's kind of been the case. Even like I said, the Apex Apo, I did that when that thing was completely untuned, and like I was absolutely fine. Sadly, like I said, this will now give me all of the blueprints bar 6 for the McLaren Speedtail, and that is with all of the stuff grinded out. Now, Lotus Evija is the one place where I'm missing the actual blueprints from it, and realistically the only option to get that tuned up to max is to spend an absolutely crazy amount of real world money, which I have no intentions on doing. So limited time shop packs are there. They have multi-cars inside there, so it's not just Lotus Evija, it's also Lotus, Senna, McLaren 570S in that same pack. And like, the thing is, I've got a 6-star Senna, and is it a 5 or 6-star, but a maxed out 570S Spider as well. So that would be just really a dangerous way to try to get the Lotus Evija started up. It might be possible, but realistically I could end up getting Senna and 570 jackpots and blueprints from there forever and never even tune up the Evija. The other way of doing it would be with this really nice little DLC that's down here. Yep, for 7 blueprints and 15 Lotus Evija packs, which are not available in the store. Specific Evija packs. And yeah, you can get them there for 100 euros if you were kind of insane. But yeah, as you can probably tell, I have no interest in going down either of those routes, because one of them destroys money and the other one destroys tokens, and with no like surefire way of getting the Lotus. So like, this has a guaranteed 7 blueprints just for the Lotus Evija, and like, yeah, I need what's that, 16, 17 for it. So there is a high chance that if I was to buy that pack for 100 euros, it still wouldn't max out my Lotus. So yep, that's definitely not a good route for me to go for the Speedtail. Instead, since I've passed the 250 conditions mark, I'm just going to go and get it through packs. And sadly enough, this very mediocre S-Class car is going to be car number 100 for me, which kind of sucks. The main issue, well, other than the Speedtail itself, but one of the main issues with the Speedtail is the fact that, yeah, it's 85 blueprints to unlock it, so costly enough. Like I said, even for my garage with 99 cars in it, the majority of which are maxed out, yeah, I'm still like in need of packs to get it to 1-star. But the problems don't stop there. As you see here, like, that 2nd star costs 25 more blueprints, then 29 for the 3rd, and 38. And of course, for star number 3, there's effectively no reward for it. Like 1.5 million credits, which is just going to be consumed by the car itself in terms of those upgrades. And realistically, like, at 3 stars, it's still not even a 4K rated thing. It has to go up to 4 stars. The 4th star, as you can see in this chart up here though, it costs 38 blueprints. So you're talking about the worst possible case scenario, 12 by 10 packs to get that. And it adds a massive 200 additional rating. Oh, sorry, 201 rating, going from 3.937 up to 4.138. I mean, 200 rating on a car which is relatively trash, and your main reward from that is going to be like maybe an extra 100 or so tokens. This thing, as far as I'm aware, now correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please, it's not used for anything outside of this event effectively ever. I'm struggling to even want to spend the tokens to unlock it. If I overshoot it drastically, I will go for that 2nd star, just because of the fact of it's 750 tokens plus the additional maybe 150 or 200 from the final stage getting to take part in that. But honestly, this thing is just here as a, when this is unlocked, I know for a fact that I will likely never ever use it again, because it just so doesn't appeal to me, the way this car handles. And yeah, like, I've got so many better special event cars, or even free to play stuff. Try Nemesis, Egoista, any of those, they're all better than this thing, in my opinion at least. Especially if you're unlocking this at 1, 2 or 3 stars, you're talking about a 3.9k car. That thing will get run off the road by like an Hypersport or the Titanium. So yeah, it's definitely, you're going to have to spend big on this to get a car that's good. Let's see though, how much does it actually cost me to unlock it at least? And it'll be car number 100. So, oh, that sucks. McLaren Speedtail. Weirdly enough, The Valhalla packs were 90 tokens, 900 tokens for 10 each. These things are 75 tokens a pop. So it's like kind of like even acknowledging the fact that the car is not worth as much as the A-Class Valhalla, which is 100% true. This car is not worth as much as that. However, let's go see what it takes. We'll actually unlock it with the first 10. Oh yeah, so it gets unlocked with the first 10 pack at least. Unlocked and a bit over for the looks of it. So it's not a bad drop rate of 9 from the first one. I may well go for the next set up then, just to see would it be likely to get the 750 tokens back, because it is a free 10 pack effectively towards getting that. We'll see how much this actually costs in total to bring it up, but there we go. Car number 100. Ooh, what a piece of McLaren. Yeah. Oh well. 78k more to the garage value though. Woohoo! And I know from Global, that's like, another year before that does anything. 100 cars though. That does look pretty cool on the UI up there. So there's something at least. That's weird. The Valhalla packs here are cheaper than they were originally. So very, very interesting. Oh, that's actually almost as tempting as it would be for the actual Speedtail, because I just wonder how much is my Valhalla missing. So Valhalla is there sitting at 8 out of 36 blueprints. Wow, I feel bad for anyone that like wailed into that car heavily, because those packs were 900 in its special event. I mean, its special event was tragic, but still, to be able to get the blueprints immediately cheaper, that's a bit on the sucky side. I'll see how I get on with the actual starring up of the Speedtail though, and I need 22 blueprints for it, not 21, because that would divide into 3. I need 22 blueprints. So let's see, how do we get on with the next sets of drop rates for this piece of car, and hopefully it's not going to be too draining. I'm doing okay with tokens. Realistically, the Ferrari season coming up, I think garage is kind of set to take the brunt of most of the pain of that season anyway. So happy days. Brings me within 4 blueprints of the next star. Not 3, because 3 would be really good, but nope, within 4. Let's see, not going to make that mistake I did before of buying a single pack for this, but that's a star up for sure with this Speedtail. And we'll see now. Oh, please don't go too far over, because like I said, there is no massive reward for actually like tuning that car too far up beyond that second star. Realistically, the second star is where it's getting the majority of its rewards from, and it's one where that third and fourth star changes from being a very low end S class to a very low to mid range S class. It doesn't become like really viable to use in any state until it's the 5th and 6th star, and those things are just insanely costly. So definitely no interest in that. One more for good measure, why not? I usually chuck down on these. You never know when the blueprints might come in useful and down the road if I would go for it. Or trade coins, because down to 9k trade coins now with this. Now, so I actually did a race of this one already here, and this track, it's possible to do the 148, I'd say for sure, with the near stock Speedtail. The only thing is the AI are incredibly aggressive if you leave this stock. But I could bring it up, and I will do over the next couple of days, but definitely the time requirement here is a near non-issue anyway, because like I said, It's possible when with wrecking to get this 148 time. I got slammed into a wall. The thing is, I was just yeah, I didn't want to finish the race. But yeah, it is possible even with wrecking to get that 148 time, which is crazy. But win the race, that won't happen while the car's tuning is too low, because the AI is always based against your car's tuning. So if your car's too undertuned for a stage, they will actually punish you. So it might just be a case of needing to tune it up to star 1. It'll make this a bit easier, which I'll do over the next days. But I'll just see, I'll give this one a rerun. But yeah, Rome Complete Tour, and this is yet another stage where it just makes the Speedtail shine as being rubbish, because Rome's Complete Tour, lots of narrow track parts, lots of corners and stuff, and car's too long for a lot of this track. And as well as that, so many AI. It's like, I think is there 8 or well 7 other racers on the track, and it's just nonsense, because yeah, they will just completely clog up the track with their also incredibly large Speedtails. And it's just, like I said, it's just a perfect showcase of where this car isn't going to shine. Obviously the final stage of the special event will be quite cool, because that'll most likely just be you in the car on a track. But you see here, trying to get around AI, it is just like, if it was any other track it might not be too bad, but Rome in particular, this one does just kind of suck, because I'm gonna get slammed into Barry from the side here. Oh, they decide to resist the urge to knock me off into the water. That's really nice of them. But yeah, like, you really just have to play it so safely with this thing, because it's just, whoa, too long, especially at stock here. It doesn't exactly handle great, but you've seen this car at 6 stars on the other stages as well, the hunted tracks. This thing does not handle well at any point in its tuning, because that's with the car maxed out in those hunted stages, and it still just gets absolutely bashed around the place by the cop cars and cruisers. I'm just going to blue nitro across the dusty pad, see can I make it to the other side. Just about. But yeah, like, this is the car, like I said, there's 3 acceleration tuning, nothing else done to it other than that. And oh my, it's, yeah, it is actually capable of doing that time with 10 seconds to spare. Why are the events tuned so poorly? Yeah, win the race, 138 time done with the car at stock. That would get the 3-star rewards, the 4-star, 5 and 6. Yeah, it would be 4 seconds thing. So like, the only challenge on that stage is nothing to do with the actual car, the stars, or the tuning. It's just a case of money. What a challenge. Yeah, so if you do get the car unlocked and you do bring it to that 2nd star, you can get yourself 1,000 tokens from there. Just expect to be bullied if you leave the car at stock like I do, because the AI will genuinely try and make it as difficult as possible. But yeah, the car itself is so, like, fine once you get away from the AI, that you can break that like 6-star required time with. Again, just in case someone thinks there's editing going on there, no, that's the 3.4K version of that car. And yeah, the only thing that's been applied to that is just the acceleration and single tuning import, just because, yeah, I like to spread out the daily quests. I get maximum tokens from all the cars as I tune them up. Now though, looking at this Aston Martin Valhalla, and yeah, this is a weird one, because it's at 3.8k-ish rating right now. The 4th star with that would bring it up to around 4,000. I think it's at 4,032 if the current global stats are correct on that at 4 stars. I think they're slightly wrong, because this car got retuned a few times. This has the potential to go to like 4.5k rated. It's obviously crazy for an A class, but I don't really have much of an intention of bringing it all the way up. Because yeah, stars 5 and 6 with that become insane. It's like 52 blueprints for the 5th and 70 for the final star for this. So like, I need 28 blueprints, and that has a potential of costing 7,500 tokens, based on the fact that it has to be by 10 to get that, because yeah, 28 doesn't divide by 3, 30 does. So like, this has the potential to cost 7.5k tokens. But that said, I would love to have a 4k rated Aston Martin Valhalla coming out of the British season. So let's throw down some more tokens on that and see how I get on with Valhalla look as well. I get a jackpot for the Speedtail. I cannot imagine look holding out on the Valhalla. It's kind of a bit of a strange one for me, since I don't think I need almost any of the other legendary cards that are available inside these packs now. It really does suck. Even like stuff like the Genty and some of the other cards that I would have picked up before, like they're all just things now that I've got maxed out in the garage, which is one of those times where having a very, very stocked up garage kind of sucks in ways. At least this one has more than 3 blueprints inside there. Not enough for the star upgrade thing, because that still has like a little bug on it at the moment. But yeah, 6 out of that, just 3 from the first one. So I think I'm down to 6,700 of a cost if I was to continue on now. Let's see. I'll throw up a chart at the end. Ooh, Koenigsegg Regera, as to how much these all cost. But the look definitely doesn't seem to be there quite for the Valhalla. We'll need 16 blueprints for that. Still though, like, these packs being quite a lot cheaper than they were during the Valhalla special event itself is pretty cool. Just if you want to, like, same as myself, come away from this event with that car kind of tuned up a little bit at least. Yeah, cool. Another 6 from that, so 10 away. Still needing 4 sets of 3. Let's see, can I get this without going down below the 20k mark? That would be nice. Oh, that would be achievable, because yeah, there's definitely enough blueprints with that. Because yeah, you can see that star icon appears on the little bar underneath from the instant you go past it. And brilliant, just 2 blueprints past that. Couldn't have went better really, because I've no intention of going for the 5th star with this. I'll still probably do the buy one get one free if there's an option of that, because gambling's cool. But yeah, there it is. It has the potential to go all the way to 4,032 rating. Again, 4k is kind of where I consider like a, ding, that car's done. So that is pretty cool. Now I'm thinking, do I want to start that up? Because I have no immediate need of it. So what I might just do is, in the meantime, just actually bank that one as a car that I have no need for whatsoever. Gambling. And I'll put that, like I said, I'll just leave it to the side as the 3 more for the next thing. Whenever blueprints for that appear again, not going to turn down a 3 of those for 75 tokens really. But still, yeah, that's where I'm going to leave the Valhalla. And yeah, like, this car, I don't think I've got any further uses for it. It can just sit there in the star up ready state. That way, if in the Ferrari season there's a mission which is star up any car, I'll be able to break this one out. I have already done its run with the Aston Martin Valhalla concept car in the Royals Finest 2. Oh, that's a place where I can net back another 200 tokens there, bring out the Speedtail and that. That track is fairly long though, and realistically it's possible to win this with the Lotus Evora, so I'm not going to do a run of this. And yeah, right now that is just a case of like a really, really easy thing. It's just 200 tokens that I'll be getting back from having that Speedtail again. So it's nice enough to get some rewards, but like, there's always a line in this game where you kind of go between spending a lot to star up the cars to the maximum, or just doing like the way I kind of play this game, which is to basically unlock the cars in a fairly stable and competitive way, but not going crazy with them. Because yeah, realistically, like that's not a car that I'm seeking out too much. I have no real use for it, especially like I said, when I've got the garage that has some of the other things in it. Even like, yeah, the 3-star and 4-star SSE in the Jesco, the 6-star Golden Chiron. Now, I know the fact that like there is points where these won't be available in S-Class Elite and stuff like that, but still, Speedtail is never going to be the one to replace those. Just from its usefulness, realistically, the way it's kind of built on a lot of tracks. And I pointed this out to people. Say, if you would be able to earn, say, 80 tokens, maybe 100 tokens with something like a 3-star Bailey or a 4-star Jesco or SSC, and you would be able to earn 150 tokens if you had a maxed out version of any of the same cars, effectively. If you think about that, the S-Class competition appears once every 4 weeks, so about once a month, and that will be 12 times in a year. So 12 times in a year, you'd be able to earn around 50 additional tokens, which is going to net you around, 500, 600, 700 tokens in a year, in having the difference between a 4 or 3-star version of these cars and a 6-star version, which is obviously, it's cool to get 750 tokens extra in a year. However, there is no way you're bringing one of these cars from 3 or 4 stars up to 6 stars without paying like, yeah, significantly more than 750 tokens. I think I worked it out before that one of the cars to tune it up to the point where it would be a 1%er instead of like a 10%er was somewhere in the region of 30 years worth of elite competitions. So, I mean, I'm sure it could turn a profit if you're still playing Asphalt 9 Legends by then, but I hope to be dead by then. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, if it helped out, please do leave a like, drop a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, please. It does help out the channel massively. As always, sub buttons up there, other videos from me here, and yeah, good luck. And like I said, if you've any questions at all about like certain stages on this event, yeah, do just give a shout with them. But otherwise, yeah, guys, drive safe.